last session. We're just de-rigging. We just came off the water. It is our last session after 2 months of training in the UK. Good session. I've been testing my foils, and I think now I know what setup I'm going to use at the Worlds, which is a big relief because I wasn't sure and I got new foils and it was all a bit of a hassle on how to test it. But now I'm a bit relieved that everything's kind of been sorted out. So this is the pile of stuff and then some other stuff that we have to bring to the Netherlands. Hella and Tuva have already gone. They're going to come back and help us kind of drive the 2 cars and our boat to the Netherlands. But yeah, let's get packing. Miss our ferry. This is us in a nutshell today. Everything's gone wrong, I feel like.
I can give you a percentage. I reckon there's a 25% chance we'll make it.
And that right there is our ferry leaving the port. Hooray. Update. It's 2 hours later, so we did not make it on the ferry.
Not even close. And we missed 2 ferries. That's how critical it was.
So we get another one at 4 p.m. instead of 2 p.m. to a different location than originally we wanted to go.
Yeah, you look stunning with your little Donald Trump's hairstyle. It is day number 1 of the World Championships. We are on our way to the race course and it looks like there's gonna be a little bit of wind for slalom, so we're gonna do 4 slalom races. But I'm just gonna take you through the day and see how much I can film. And yeah, let's see how that first day is gonna go. We're just waiting now. We're on their AP, which means the boys are going out, they are racing, and we're waiting until they're done, and we're just getting our own stuff done. So just rigging, getting ready. Some of the people are watching the boys race, so I think I'm gonna go and do that as well, just to get a bit out of the sun. And the girls are behind me, getting their sails ready, so exciting times. It is day 3 of the regatta. We've been sat here just like this for 5 hours. Yeah.
That's dramatic.
It's been 5 hours.
Is it?
Yeah, it's even more, 5.5. How do you feel about day 3?
Until now it's been very boring. We're just waiting for the wind. I hope we're gonna get out in the water. It would be very exciting because we would do slalom races, which would be so much fun.
She just hit herself with the elastic. Are you okay?
Anyways, yeah, so that it would be fun to be able to sail today. But it's looking not too good. I thought we would be out on the water
Latest by now.
Do
you think there's any chance we're not going? What is your prediction for today?
No. I believe it will be wind around 5.
Around 5? Mm-hmm. And that's shit because they're still gonna send us because we can stay out until 8:30.
I would love to stay out until 8:30.
Bring dinner on the boat.
Yes, perfect.
This is what we look like on the race day. Like little marshmallows. Hella, you have to give us an update.
So we have been waiting for wind. It's very light, as you can see. Or it actually looks like there's more wind than it is.
It's just current. There's literally nothing.
Yeah, because of the current. But it's very, very light. We tried to do one race. I got like half through my race and it was really good. But then it got cancelled because there was no wind.
Yeah, it's just been standard light wind today, I think, really. Maybe actually wind.
What's that?
Going in.
80 over 8.
Right.
So,
Stop.
no races at all. No races during this entire day. Just 6 hours on the water though without races. Yay, love it. It is the last day of the World Championships 2023. And as you can see, I'm still in bed because I don't have to get on the water until like 2:30, but there's no wind at the moment. So the gold fleet, because I'm in silver, the gold fleet is waiting on shore, and then I'll go once they're being sent on the water. But it's very unlikely that anything happens today. It's quite cloudy, so there might not be any wind. But I just wanted to give like a little recap of what exactly happened and how it went. So here we go. So basically, long story short, I'm actually surprisingly enough quite happy with how everything turned out, because my biggest goal was to keep my mental kind of strength stable and just in general have like a very stable mental attitude, and that worked. So I'm really happy about that. I was very stable even if it didn't go well. Like I could really hype myself up again, and that's very unusual for me. Like I'm such a perfectionist that sometimes like if things don't go right, I get into this downward spiral. I've talked about this before, and luckily that didn't happen. So I think I finally found ways to pull myself out of that, and I think that is one of the biggest steps for the future that I can now build on. The first day was really, really hard. I think I just couldn't really get into it, and I was just overwhelmed by having so many people around me. I think that is one of the biggest kind of takeaways for me from this regatta, is that I just need to learn more how to what to do in big fleets, because the decision making in a course with like 50 people versus 10 is just completely different, and I just haven't learned that yet. So also talking to Henry, he also said like I don't race the way when I train in a way. I just get overwhelmed, I get distracted. So yeah, after 3 days of qualifying, well only 2 because we didn't race the first day, I got into Silver Fleet, and then I managed to actually score some really good races yesterday, which is exciting. So I felt like I was more in the zone. However, I had like a really, really, really bad crash at the last race. I was in 5th position, 5th or 6th or something like that, like something insane. I was so excited. And then this girl went into me and I like fell underneath her board, and then like luckily like her board was already on water surface, but basically I was under her board and her foil like went into me. And nothing happened, like I'm not injured, like I have some bruises and stuff, but I was in such a shock, like I was crying so hard on the boat, and like I couldn't even finish the race. And it just, I don't know, it just reminded me that this sport is actually an extreme sport, and like shit can happen, shit goes down. But overall, like, and it's a shame because I was in such a good position, and then like that kind of got fucked up. But overall, I was really happy with my last day, especially because I realized, okay, I'm actually getting into it, and I feel like I'm making the right decisions, and I'm actually sailing the way I would normally sail. My starts were so good. So I definitely have a lot to build on. The result is obviously not what I was hoping for, clearly. I just got unlucky. I just, couldn't pull through in the big fleet. But for some, weirdly enough, it still makes me very hopeful the way this whole regatta went, because I think all like my big weaknesses, like the mental part, has worked out. And it's also just a process. I used to think that I would just, train hard and then climb, and that's how it goes, because that's how it works in the academic world, which is where I'm from. You work hard, you get good grades, you get rewarded. But in windsurfing, that's just not the case. Like, you have to go through the process of just being at the back of the fleet and making those mistakes and, trying again and again and figuring out what works and how you have to adjust and like be flexible in the moment. So yeah, I'm very keen to wrap this whole thing up and then go to Silvaplana, because in 2 or 3 days we'll actually be me and my coach will be competing in Silvaplana at the under-21 World Championships, which is also an AccuFoil games, which means you can just apply, and then there's like a separate ranking for the under-21s. I'm 21, so I'm not eligible for that. However, I feel like it's going to be the first time where I'm actually racing against people who have like maybe double the amount of experience and not triple or quadruple or like 10 times. So that's going to be exciting. And I'll take you guys there as well, which is very fun. I love Silvaplana. It's such an amazing spot. And yeah, that's it so far. I know we couldn't show you like that much of like the action. It's also just because we're so concentrated and so in the zone when we're at championships, especially if it's that important. So yeah, this is the most I could show you.
We are on our way to Silvaplana and we're just trying to add oil to the car. I've actually never done this before, and apparently neither has this guy because we're Googling. What are you saying in your defense?
Well, it's just the engine's really hot.
And we're scared that this thing is pressurized. I'm gonna step away here. Oh, great. Okay, nothing happened. All good. Did smoke come out of it?
A little bit.
Also, apparently I'm freaking low on it.
Freaking low.
Do your thing. Shit. How are we gonna do that?
I don't know, it's so full.
Yeah, good job. Just two clueless people on their way to Switzerland. I mean, it's a dream. Look at it. Like, I don't think it can get any better than this. And I love that there's no waves because that was quite tough in the Netherlands. So it's very flat. The wind's quite consistent. So couldn't get any better, I think. Yeah, I have competed the last 2 years, also in the Swiss Championships every year. So I think every summer I'm actually in this spot.
So my name is Henry Bloodworth. I am IQ racer / coach, mainly coach these days. I feel like I'm here to enjoy it, but I just know the second I'm on the start line I'm going to be competitive as ever. So yeah, we'll see.